What's up, everybody in Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube land? This is jesseburn representing Team FTK, and today we're going to be announcing the winner for the 800 subscriber giveaway at the end of this video. So if you guys want to go ahead and watch the video or just skip to the end to find out who won, go ahead. But we're also going to be announcing the 900 subscriber giveaway because we made it to 900 subscribers, and I'm very happy, and I'd like to thank everybody for making it possible. I never thought that we would reach this far of a pedestal as 900, close to 1,000. I really hope we make it to 1,000 by the end of the year. So what we're going to do for 900 is I'm going to give you guys a Yu-Gi-Oh mystery bag. So what's in this Yu-Gi-Oh mystery bag is exactly that. It's a mystery containing all different types of Yu-Gi-Oh product. So it's also one of our tiers for our Patreon. If you become a patron and you donate $20 a month, you will get a playmat once a year plus exclusive content and the Yu-Gi-Oh mystery bag. So this is kind of a sneak peek into our Patreon to see what kind of prizes you get. So for 900 subscribers, all you have to do is like, comment, subscribe on this video, and you'll be able to gain access to that mystery bag. So go ahead and please like and comment on this video to enter the giveaway. And also like and comment just to keep us motivated. It really helps us bring you more amazing content. So today we're going to be talking about Thunder Dragons. So I hope you guys all like this video. So like I said before, we're going to be talking about Thunder Dragons. It's a really tough control deck with big beaters. Their main two monsters are Colossus and Trident. And they're two big heavy beaters that have control effects. One basically stops your opponent from searching. It also has a banishing effect that protects it. The other is like a popping effect that also can protect itself by banishing two. And once you get them two on the field together, it's kind of hard to get over. So I want to share some tips and tricks and some different types of cards that you can main deck and side deck that will help you against this matchup, because the deck is seeing a lot of play, especially in the most recent YCS in Niagara Falls. It got like majority tops out of top 32, and it had the most percentage of tops out of almost any deck there. So some tech cards that you guys can use, and this might help you out, and I hope it does. So we're starting off first with Book of Eclipse. So Book of Eclipse is a spell card that flips all monsters on the field face down, and during the end phase, each player draws cards equal to the number of face down monsters. So basically what you're going to want to do with this card is flip your opponent's monsters face down, so that way their effects can't come into play. That way it doesn't matter if your opponent has a monster that doesn't allow you to search, because you're just flipping all their monsters face down. So Book of Eclipse is definitely a good choice. So the next card I wanted to talk about that's also good against the matchup for your Thunder Dragons is going to be Dimensional Barrier. So it's a little slow because it's a trap card, so it really only helps out going first. But if you set it face down and you call Fusion, it basically stops your opponent from being able to use their Fusion monsters, so it completely shuts them down for that turn. So in turn, if you use this card against almost any deck, especially Thunder Dragons, it will just shut them down. But it also has a counterpart that might be a little bit better for established boards, because you have Dimensional Barrier that is for interrupting your opponent's plays. But we're going to talk about Forbidden APOCRYPHAR. So basically what that does is it's similar to Dimensional Barrier, but if your opponent controls two of the same type, XYZ, Fusion, Synchro, you can call the declared type and send them straight to graveyard. So it's really good because your opponent can't really get over that unless like they're playing Red Reboot or something like that, because it immediately sends it to the graveyard. It does not target, it does not destroy, so it's a really good card against the Thunder Dragon matchup. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that played just because it already takes care of established boards. So it kind of works if you're going first or second, because if your opponent makes their Thunder Dragons first turn and then you go second, set the card, then you can activate it during their turn, and you can just send their Thunder Dragon monsters to graveyard, and it works out really well. And then there's cards that stop the banishing mechanic, because Thunder Dragons are really heavily about banishing. So the first one would be Imperial Armwall, Imperial Arnwall is a trap card, so it is slow, but when you flip it, it makes it where your opponent can't banish. So going first, Imperial Arnwall is definitely a great budget option. And I know that some of you people are going to be playing Effect Veiler and Permanence, and both of those cards are really good, but I suggest you also play Chalice. Forbidden Chalice is really good as well for getting over the Thunder Dragon matchup, because if your opponent already has those monsters and they're going to be able to negate effects, you're going to want to play Chalice. That way you can stop your opponent and you can negate their monster effects, as well as make it where they have to negate Chalice. So basically, if they have a monster that negates, they have to negate Chalice because Chalice is already going to negate the effect. But in your case, you're going to want to use it on Colossus so you can get your searches off. And also, Impermanence is really good because there's not a lot of things that can stop just a trap activating from hand. And Effect Veiler is really good as well, as long as your opponent doesn't have Called by the Grave. Because you want to be able to stop Colossus so you can get your searches off. So another way you can stop your opponent from banishing is Artifact LANCEA, which is a hand trap. It does kind of suck because it can only be activated during your opponent's turn, but it's an easy way to get over it because you don't want your opponent to summon during their turn. So you just discard the Artifact LANCEA and then they can't banish. So in turn they can't summon. It makes it a lot better. So another card that people are talking about that I personally really like is Defusion, which is really good just for making your opponent not being able to have those fusion monsters on the field anymore. You just activate Defusion, and you pretty much win. Honestly, it's one of the best choices you can play against Thunder Dragons, but it seems to be like there's so many choices. Like you can play the Artifact engine, you can play Artifact Scythe. Artifact Scythe is really good because it locks down your opponent's extra deck. They can't even link, they can't fusion, they can't XYZ. And it's really important against Thunder Dragons because they can't fusion. What are they going to do if you special summon this first turn? Most likely they're going to pass. And if you have enough stamina or enough card resource and you can just OTK them the next turn, then that's broken. Like, there's a lot of good card choices against Thunder Dragons, and I think people are just sleeping on these cards. People are either not realizing how good they are, or people are not worried that much about the Thunder Dragon matchup. So one of the main problems is going to be the established board factor, and you guys can use kaijus, such as Gamecill or Sticky Strings, both very good choices. If you're playing Trickstars, you can main deck kaijus. If you're playing Dinosaurs, you should already be main decking kaijus. And Volt can main deck kaijus. There's so many decks that can play the kaiju engine and will help you immensely in your Thunder Dragon matchup. And if you're playing a deck that doesn't rely on normal summons, or if it's more like Chain Burn, play Lava Golem. You contribute over both of your opponent's Thunder Dragons. And if you have the resources even more so, play Raw Spear mode because it's busted to tribute 3 of your opponent's monsters. And most of the time they're going to end their board with Colossus, Trident, or double Colossus plus the Link monster. So 3 monsters is perfect for you to just play Raw Spear mode and completely stop your opponent and shut them down and just ruin their plays. So this was jesseburn representing Team FTK. I hope you guys liked this video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you do want to support us, please check out our Patreon. It means a lot to us. Thank you guys all so much for your support. Out.
Hey everybody, it's Destiny Burn coming at you from Team FTK. Also, Jesse's here too. Yeah. So we're here to announce the winner of the 800 subscriber giveaway. As you can see, I have put everyone's name into random.org. So we're going to go ahead and randomize this list and see who our winner is. And it is X3 Chronic. So we will hit you up in the comments. If you can, go ahead and hit us up on our Facebook page as well. We'll go ahead and get all the information we need and we'll send you your giveaway. Thanks so much for entering, everybody. We appreciate all of y'all's support. Out.